Hi, friends. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy on this Tuesday, October 12th. We are a little more than a third of the way through spooky season already. Y'all remember me saying, hey, we just made it into October. We're now on the 12th of October. Like, how is that fucking humanly possible? And we know it's spooky season because tonight I'm going to go see Halloween Kills. Today, a Scream trailer dropped. And it's starting to get chilly in Los Angeles. So all those point to spooky season. We're going to talk about that Scream trailer today. We're also going to be talking about the trailer to Home Sweet Home Alone, the movie that I keep wanting to call Sweet Home Alabama 2. I have thoughts. I will be giving them to you guys. Also, I didn't put this in the tweet because last time I tweeted this with a bunch of other movie things, people jumped down my throat, which I understand because it does seem insensitive, but you guys know we rock the roller coaster on this show, and this is some fucking horrible news about Gabby Petito, so we're going to be talking about that as well. And on top of that, Boston, because I haven't mentioned the Red Sox at all. They deserve being mentioned. And then also, I can't believe I did a show yesterday on Marathon Monday, and I didn't even mention that it was Marathon Monday. I can tell you guys why momentarily. But getting your questions, comments, concerns in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. I want to hear from you. Quick shout out. I have started another binge. I'm now binging Made. If you don't know, Made is a show on Netflix that is starring Margaret Qualley and what's this dude's name? He's really fucking good. I don't know. It's a limited series. It is excellent. It is about a mom, a young mom who has a kid and is in a abusive situation that she attempts to get out of. So well fucking done. Really great show. Can't recommend it enough. I'm on episode 6 so far of 10, and I started it last night. So y'all know the deal. I binge things very quickly, but it's really, really good. Anybody else watching it, let me know. Also, as I said, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Let's check out what's going on in here. That's what I think I'm going to do now. Anytime I'm watching a show, I feel like I never tell you guys what I'm watching. So anytime something really piques my interest, I'm just going to start it at the show and tell you guys. Okay, going into the Streamlabs on this 12th of October with the first person who sent in the Streamlabs of the day. It's the Zen one himself. Uh-oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze and cough at the same time. Oh no, going dark. It was a cough, not a sneeze. Glenn Caesar says, hello, Roxy. Great job on SEN Live. Peace, bunnies, hugs, and good stuff to you. Your dad, Skyjet, Grammy Papo, and your family love you for being you because you deserve it. Be most excellent to yourselves and each other. RJ and Rockstars, be you always and in always. And I hope that you each continue breathing in the golden sparkles and bring in love and blow out stress and yucky energy with every inhale and exhale to break apart, remove all types of energetic blockages so you attain balance and get to experience happiness and joy every day. May you each get to smile and laugh out loud like a child at least once a day, today and every single day for the rest of your lives, so that you glow in your flow and radiate because your portrait/story of life is important, deserves to be seen and heard. Roxy and Rockstars and everyone who's battling, thank you for choosing to. Thanks for showing up and being supportive of the people around you whenever, however you can. Doing all that, even when it's a tough challenge, makes you a winner. Winner chicken dinner. You know I like to add that. When you win, we all win. Being unselfishly loving, supportive of others, including strangers, whether it's on the internet or not, as well as being kind, caring, and fully unique, makes you humane, worthy, and a cozy fire to be near. Your first class, priceless treasure, and an inspiration. That's my Zen one. Thank you to the Zen Glenn Caesar himself. Send in that support, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. And thank you to those of you guys who are showing up in here. I know not everybody can financially support. For those of you guys who can, I really appreciate it. The support has been so low recently in that bucket, but I feel your guys' hearts and I know your souls, and I'm with you in the struggle bus. So shout out to you guys at home for being in here, regardless of how much financial support you can give, just by showing up. You warm my soul. George Pruitt, Andrew Thomas, Glenn Caesar, John Bainbridge, Andrew W., Joseph Ashley, the third turd, Glenn Caesar, keep scrolling, ZB, John Get Bent, Mohammed Belsin, John Perillo, Kurt Hagens, what up, Dirt, Mega Man, French Taunter, Everett Harris, Gavin, Steve Cauldron, Ed Menjivar, Scott Welsh, Michelle O'Rourke, a lot of our regulars. Love when y'all show up. James Belinsky, and everyone else. Stormy Woods. Y'all are fucking great. Thank you for being here. You guys are the shit. Let's talk a little bit about these trailers. Oh boy, I want to know your guys' thoughts. So there are two major trailers that I saw that dropped. One is for the new Scream movie. I thought that this trailer actually did a really good job of reintroducing the old premise by starting off with that girl who I didn't know, who guesses from You, who's like the Drew Barrymore. We're almost going, it's like shot for shot almost. Her in that, like, it's like a pink instead of a pink braided kind of sweater. It's just kind of more plain. And she picks up the phone, and with the doors locking and unlocking, and the ghost face and the dragging out, all of that. So cool to see. And then we go to our old school vets, and they're like, explain a little bit about, wow, I can't believe this is happening. They're back. It's always someone you know. Love Courtney Cox. I mean, I love all of them. I love all of them. I like that one line. What does she say? What is what was the line where somebody said, where it's like, do you have a gun? And Campbell's like, I'm Sidney Prescott. Of course I have a gun, or whatever it is. I liked that a lot. I thought that was cool. I think it was David Arquette who asked her that. I just thought it was well done. I know that it didn't shed much new light, but it was enough to get me intrigued. I'm going to see this already, so maybe I'm not the person that they're trying to intrigue with this. I don't think it's coming out until next year. Do I have that correct? This is a 2022 movie. So it is Halloween time right now, so they're just getting people excited. But I don't think we're seeing this movie for quite a bit. In the super chat, Andrew Thomas says, hey, Roxy, wow, you look so good and sexy as always. Thanks, dude. What a Ravens win last night from a comeback. One of my closest friends is a Ravens fan and was posting nonstop about it, but I didn't actually watch the game. My bad. But I heard it was an excellent, excellent game. So that's exciting for all of the Ravens fans in here. Mazel tov to all of you guys. Streamlabs in. Questions, comments, concerns, support. Let me know what you thought of this new Scream movie. How are you guys feeling that this movie is just called Scream? It's kind of interesting that they're just taking that title. They're not Scream 5 or whatever. They're just Scream. Matt and Tyler, who were the team behind Ready or Not, are the ones that are putting this or making this movie. They both they are both directing it. And James Vanderbilt wrote the screenplay. So let's see. He also, he produced Zodiac, Independence Day. He's got a lot of credits to his name as well. Well, he is a Vanderbilt after all. Ooh, Melissa Byrne could easily have been Scream, but the S is a 5. That would have been cool. Wow, why didn't you do this? That would have been great. I like that. Yeah. Could have easily been Scream. That would have been so good. They should have had you on their marketing team. If only. I like that a lot. In the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, Paul through JP says, Scream looked woof as fuck. Like any other Scream movie, what's different this time? It looks like they're trying to pull a Halloween, and now Sydney is a warrior, and it breaks my heart. But Home Alone looked woof too. Apollo be yucking the yum all day today. Well, I don't feel the same way about this one, and I think what's wrong with them trying to pull a Halloween? I really liked Halloween, the first one. I'm seeing the second one tonight. I'll let you guys know how I feel. I think it's smart to try to pull a Halloween. I think that makes sense. But if we are talking about that next trailer, Home Sweet Home Alone. Home Sweet Home Alone. Yeah, that's the name of it. let's get into it a little bit. And you guys keep sending in your opinions on Scream, keep sending in your opinions on Home Sweet Home Alone. I just have to vent for a quick second because what the fuck were they thinking when they decided to name this movie Home Sweet Home Alone? Why? Why are you calling it that? It sounds like Home Sweet Alabama. Sounds like, oh, you're home sweet home. Sounds like Home Alone, but it's just too many words. It doesn't fucking work. Home Sweet Home Alone. There's no ring to it. And then the actual trailer, I'm sorry, was blah. It was like an exact. So they're just doing they're just doing Home Alone again, but just not as good. Is that what their intention is here? Like, I don't understand why. Oh my god, when you type in Home AL, Sweet Home Alabama comes up before Home Alone. That is so weird. Home Sweet Home Alone. Let's look at this. The good thing about this is this cool cast. But I was really excited for this movie. When you guys remember when this was announced, everybody was like, why would they do this again? And I was like, I'm so looking forward to this. This is going to be great. It's coming out in November of this year. And I could not be less stoked after seeing the trailer. It looks like I should just watch Home Alone again. I don't understand. Ellie Kemper, I really like. Rob Delaney, totally makes sense. Cool casting. That guy, Archie Yates, the little boy in this, he couldn't have been cuter or funnier or better in Jojo Rabbit. So I think he's awesome. The rest of this is like, just looked so bad. Maybe it's good. Maybe this is a swerve. Maybe this movie actually works. But the name of the movie, no. The trailer for the movie, why? Whew, please let it be good. Please let it be good. I'm hoping so. Well, the guy who wrote this, Dan Mazer, was a writer for Dally G Show and Borat. So maybe it's funny? Oh, sorry, that's the guy who directed this. Why don't I know who Dan Mazer is? I guess I should have known his name. The guy who directed this wrote those other things. The writers for this are Mikey Day. Wow. Mikey Day wrote this? Like SNL Mikey Day? And Streeter, yeah. So two people from SNL wrote this. Two people from SNL wrote this, and Dan Mazer's directing this. Maybe it's going to be good, but the trailer did not tell me that. Certainly did not. What do you guys think? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. If you watch these two trailers, which one intrigued you more? How are you feeling about both of them? Leonard Kim in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, what up, Dimple Tits, Roxy? How are you doing? How am I doing? I always check in with myself once a day, and it's when Leonard Kim asks me how I'm doing. How am I doing? Fine. Am I? Thank you. I'm not sure if you caught up, but Only Murders in the Building continues to slay. Oh, was there an episode last night? I don't think I watched this week if there was one. The show is gold, and they also keep killing it with the guest stars. Digging the jacket, and the hair looks gorgeous. Go Swaks. Thank you, Leonard Kim. If there was an episode last night, I didn't. So I missed that. But I love the show. And I agree. Go Swaks. Also, this was my mom, so I appreciate the compliment on the jacket. Leonard Kim also says, my thoughts on Home Sweet Home Alone. Can I copy your homework? Home Alone? Sure. Just change up the answers a little so it's not obvious. However, nonetheless, I'll probably still watch Home Sweet Home Alone. They always freaking get me. I know. I gotta ask my friend Ashley Daniels, who loves Home Alone so much, what she's thinking about this trailer. I gotta ask her. I just don't know. In the chat, Michelle O'Rourke says, Roxy, would you mind saying hi to my little girl? I put my headphones on my stomach, hon. Oh, it's so cute. Hi, little O'Rourke. Little baby girl O'Rourke. It's me, Roxy. I hope that you grow up and you become a rock star and a world friend, too. You got an awesome mom. Woo woo. What else is going on with you guys? What do you think of these trailers? It seems like you guys don't have many thoughts on either of them, which is interesting. Are you Are either of these movies highly anticipated for you guys? Let me know. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Super chat in as well. Because otherwise, we're going to have to talk about the shit that we don't want to talk about. We're going to talk about it anyway, though. Just because we are mostly an entertainment news show, but sometimes we're a news show, and especially when something needs to be talked about out loud. And this is the fact that they found out that the cause of death for Gabby Petito was strangulation, meaning that she was strangled to death 3 to 4 weeks before her body was actually found, which I have to look into the actual timeline on this. But what this is looking like is that the boyfriend fucking was putting out these videos when she wasn't even there. This is awful. The kind of piece of shit you have to be to strangle somebody half your size to death. It makes me fucking sick to my stomach. As I'm watching this show Made on Netflix, there's a big chunk of the show is about abusive relationships. And some of those relationships are physically abusive. Some of those relationships are emotionally abusive, which includes being financially abusive and cutting people off from the rest of their lives in all different kinds of ways. But for the show, it's showing all different things that like signs and how things start. And it's just so eerie to me, as you guys know, that Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie were both, there was an altercation. The cops came. It's not like there was no signs of any domestic anything. There already were. And these things tend not to get better. They tend to get worse. And the show is talking a lot about that. I know that I'm combining real life and somebody's horrible fucking story with television right now. One of the beautiful parts about, one of the most important parts about art is that it does teach us about different things and does help to educate us. And with this Gabby Petito situation, there's no way that we can give her justice because she's dead. But we can find fucking Brian Laundrie and we can put him on fucking trial. We can do those things. The fact that he's still missing is just how in 2021 can we not find this guy? How was he a person of interest, yet we let him escape? Nobody's watching him, nothing. How? And what does his family know? And just fucking awful. Ugh. So give me your guys' thoughts. I'm sure we have pretty similar ones, but Streamlabs in, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, super chat in, questions, comments, concerns, thoughts of all types. While you guys are thinking about that, just so we are not ending on a bad note, and when I say ending, I mean we're probably going to get out of here relatively soon because you guys are quiet as a mouse today. Quiet as a mouse. It's interesting that that's the expression too, by the way, because I feel like we all hear mice. I guess they're quiet, but they're animals I feel like are more quiet than mice. Quiet as an ant. Mice, we kind of like, kind of hear that shit. I want to talk a little bit about Boston, but let's see what's going on in the Streamlabs first. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Leonard Kim in here says, what can we do to increase the number of self-checks rolling on the floor laughing? While I'm flattered, I would hope you're taking care of yourself and asking yourself where you're physically, mentally, emotionally, etc. More than that. Oh, for the self check-ins. No, I am. I do check in. I try to check in with myself, but sometimes you're just working so many hours that you're barely checking in. I'm excited to go see Halloween with Dee and Steph tonight. I don't know what we're going to do for it yet, but we do know on Sunday we're doing our Whole World Girl episode on it. So looking forward to that. As a little refresher for you guys, tomorrow I'm going to do Live at the Roxy, normal time, and then it's World Girl Wednesday. So we are going to be doing something cool tomorrow. What the fuck is it? Oh, our AMA. It's our AMA tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Then Thursday, I'm going to be doing our show, and then Thursday night, I'm going to be going to Delusion with Steph and D, which we're really excited about. Then Friday, I've got Only Stupid Answers, and then this show, Live with Roxy. And then Saturday, I've got our DC Movie News reunion for DC Fandom, which will be here at 2:30. And then Sunday, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a Live with Roxy yet. I've still got that National Brain Tumor Society walk. If you haven't supported yet, please link in my bio. And then that night, we're going to be doing our Halloween kills and best movie deaths conversation. So those are all the places you can find me. Yeah. In the meantime, Streamlabs in streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. And let me know any of your questions, comments, concerns. Boston Marathon was yesterday. And why this is so weird is because the Boston Marathon is never in October. It just happened to be this way. And now it's in October. It's going to go back to being in April like usual after this. But I didn't even realize that it was the Boston Marathon yesterday. I had known that it was going to be on Indigenous People Day because I think a lot of people thought that it shouldn't be on that date. But that's when it was. And it's so weird that this is the first year. It wasn't even on my radar. Obviously, I bleed Boston, but I love being home for the marathon. And I think every year about the marathon, the first marathon that I ever missed was I was at Coachella, and I was on my way back from Coachella on Monday in April, and I got a text about the Boston bombing, and then frantically looked for every one of my friends and family for several hours. So as much as I love the Boston Marathon, and even though this wasn't the anniversary of that because this is randomly in October because of all the COVID stuff, it's always so strange because it was never the same after that, obviously. And every year when it's the marathon, I just think about that panic setting in. I live on the marathon route. My house is on the marathon route back home, and a lot of my friends go and wait at the end of the finish line. Every year we have a few people who are running the marathon. So, and everybody's phones were down. So not being able to reach anybody, not being able to contact anybody, just the fear. Whew. And then several years later, I interviewed Adrian, who was she likes to go by a Boston bombing thriver. And she had lost, I believe, the majority of one of her legs. And just like hearing her positive attitude towards the marathon still and everything. I've always loved the marathon. I love the people who run. I love the people who go. I love being from Boston. It's weird to not be home. But anyway, I just can't believe I did a show yesterday. It was Marathon Monday, and I didn't even fucking I said nothing. Nothing. Didn't say one thing about it. So unlike me. So that, and then also go Sox. So a little bit of Boston for you guys today, because I never forget I'm from Boston, but sometimes we don't talk about it every second. Speaking of being from Boston, you guys recommended that I watch Kevin Can Fuck Himself, which is that show with Annie Murphy that I think is an AMC show. Oh God, you guys are gonna be so upset with me right now. Who in the chat has seen Kevin Can Fuck Himself? I think that's what it's called. Kevin Go Fuck Yourself, or Kevin Can Fuck Himself, with the girl from Schitt's Creek. Whew. I went to watch it yesterday because you guys have been recommending it to me. And I put on the first episode. I don't even know how to watch the second episode because even though I have AMC, only the first episode's on there. So I don't even know how to watch the rest of the show. But oh my God, there are some of the worst Boston accents I've ever heard on the show. Like cringe bad. And I don't know whether people just don't notice because they're not from Boston, but I thought it was like a parody because of how bad it was. At first, it felt like an SNL sketch. And then the more I got into the episode, the more you kind of just like accept it, and it ended up being a decent pilot. But God, oh God. They were like, I don't know if I can do this anymore, Jacob. Kevin, you can go fuck yourself. It was just so cringe. Oh, Coy, what's up, Coy? He said, tagged out of respect for my city. Nope. Unwatchably bad. Yeah. So, Coy, you're with me. I hadn't heard one person from Boston who'd seen it. So I just heard all these recommendations. I was like, I'm going to watch it. Gosh. And like, I don't even want to say this because I love the main girl so much, but it starts there. From the second, it was like, holy shit. How is you? I don't think, and I don't know who's working on the show, so maybe they do have people, but how can you not have Boston people on the production who need to say things like, this doesn't sound like anybody's from Boston? Of course, as they also say, Seeks Khan Parkwoods. Yeah, they're like, we're going to the yard. We're gonna park. It's like, oh, it was tough. And then I couldn't even watch any more episodes, but I'm not sure that I would have. It was really, really bad. Andrew W. was like so an authentic accent. It really felt like a parody. It felt like an SNL sketch at first. And the way the whole thing's done, I was just like, what is happening here? What is this? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Glenn Caesar says, may you breathe in more. I'm going to do this in their Boston accent. May you breathe in more gold sparkles of love as you inhale and blow out the stress, yucky energy whenever, wherever you can, you need to. In each of your days, your weeks, your months, and even your years, remember, we're all still alive. So be you, a sparkling diamond. Actually, what Glenn says is really beautiful and sweet. So everybody take that in. But when you put in that fake, it's like people from Boston, they do have thick accents, but it's not like that. Yeah, it's not like that. No, Joseph, I didn't cut my hair. It's in a long braid. Long braid. All right, we're going to be getting out of here soon. Like I said, you guys are, first of all, where the fuck are you guys today? Second of all, quiet as shit. Third of all, I love you anyway. And I'm happy that each one of you guys joined me today, including Coy and Glenn Caesar, Redford Reddington, John Perillo, Scott Welsh. What my accent came out there. Scott Walsh, John Bainbridge, Andrew W., Joseph Ashley, Jake Yacovetta, DK, Third Turd, John Perillo, Stormy Woods, Aaron Hall, Matt Link, keep scrolling, Redford Reddington, and all of the people. A couple more things going on in the Streamlabs. Let's get to those before we get out of here. Send them in loud, send them in proud. Get them in before we leave. Leonard Kim says, random note, Roxy, you gotta start Stargirl. Do I? I know you're super busy and your schedule is jam-packed, but it's definitely one of the better DC shows out there. Is it? Somebody else tell me. Telecommon says I'm never here. Telecommon, I see you. I see you. Maybe I should watch it. I don't know. I haven't even caught up on Doom Patrol. I only watched the first episode of this season so far. So, Albo M, all of the people. Also, my food is here now. I baked banana bread last night. It's like I'm back in the start of quarantine. It was okay. There's a banana bread recipe I like better from Grammy, but it requires sour cream, and I didn't have any, so I had to go to the internet for a recipe. It's good, but it's not as good, you know? Should have just gotten the sour cream. So I'm here every day this week, and then Only Stupid Answers and World Girls, and I think my Rotten Tomatoes episode's coming out. I'll keep you guys posted on that. And DC Movie News reunion for DC fandom and all that great stuff. So I'll keep you guys posted on all the things. Other than that, much love. Stay safe, stay sane. Put down the toilet seat lid. We don't want those balloons. Take care of yourselves. I'm just going to add that one in because it feels like a lot of people are not doing that right now. So please remember to do so. Brett Miles Jonathan, arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. All three of them for killing Breonna Taylor. Don't trend with the Holocaust. Make your bed. If you haven't already, check your internet. You can do so by blowing on it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Later.